I'm expecting an Invoker and a Slark, Disruptor and a Lich.
Templar
There's an
assassin.
Io and a Vengeful Spirit for Shift Blade. And a Spectre, maybe last pick for the diary. There we go.
Yeah, Jabo, let's introduce the tournament for the
Yeah, so for the
replay.
viewers inside of Dota TV as well as people just tuning in, welcome to the Dota 2 weekly Esportswall tournament. It's 1 out of 3 wildcards leading up to the monthly final, which we host every week. That being said, every single team that wins one of these wildcards will get a free pass to the finals at the end of the week, as well as one Azalt G Reformer keyboard from our latest sponsor.
Yeah, and this tournament is casted for you by Jabo and Ledney, and yeah, guys, shout out to you all. And Monday or Tuesday, you can check out the replays in 1080 HD 60 FPS on the zbcstudioQ YouTube channel. So yeah, guys, check it out, and yeah, good luck, have fun, guys, and with great games.
So jumping into this game, a quick TP from the Vengeful Spirit up top, going to be placing a very aggressive ward. It's going to be an aggressive tri-lane. So on the side of the Radiant, we have Crush Dota, we have Crush playing the CK, we have Storming Storm playing, just Storm playing the Invoker, Never Forgive playing on that Vengeful Spirit, Hovity on the Io, and Matrice playing the Slark. And on the dark side, we have EXZ playing the Spectre, the Lino playing the Lich, Tufna on the Disruptor, FYI on the Spirit Breaker, and Kyoto on the Templar Assassin. Obviously, one of the teams being somewhat overqualified for this tournament, having at least 6k MMR on all of their players. I think it averages around 6.6k over the entire team.
No, it's more. It's more, man. It's almost
It's even,
7.
almost 7k. Well,
Yeah.
like I said, it's at least slightly overqualified for this tournament. So we're gonna
Slightly.
we're gonna have
Definitely
to see what
slightly.
they bring. Obviously, they have higher MMR than most pro players, but they're not a tier 1 team. But for now, we're just gonna have to enjoy the Dota that's gonna be going on with the Invoker on the mid lane going up against that TA. I was gonna say aggressive tri-lane, but it's gonna be a Spirit Breaker that they just spotted in the top lane. It's going solo up against the Chaos Knight, and they're actually going for an aggressive tri-lane
And
of their own.
It's a great
using
decision.
A Spectre.
It's a great decision. They knew that the enemy team would like make a aggressive tri-lane, and they counter it. That's great. That's really good from
Yeah, so
them.
they forced themselves into forced the enemy team into a defensive one. Spirit Breaker going up against the Chaos Knight. It's gonna be quite even. Both are gonna get some farm, but depending on the rotations, if Chaos Knight can get a kill, or like if the Spirit Breaker just takes a bit too many right clicks. We're gonna have to see how that pans out. Meanwhile, on the bottom lane, lots of skills being thrown out. Disruptor using the mana he has, but there's quite a bit of sustain and regeneration on that Vengeful Spirit. Especially with the IO also having quite a bit of consumables. There's actually now the lane switch. Chaos Knight is now in bot lane. It's going to be a 1v1 up top. Slark now against the Spirit Breaker, which should be highly in favor of the Slark.
I like what Invoker is doing, actually. Yeah, well, I really like it. And he is like, he is already topping Templar in CS, and it's hard to do it in Invoker. You can believe that.
Yeah, especially if you're going for a Quas-Wex build that
Yeah.
doesn't have that first point in exort. Like some Invoker players prefer to have that 1 point in exort. Now that you have Invoke at level 1, because basically it doesn't really change that much about the Invoker. Oh, charge going up to the bottom and just saw the cow charge through mid. Charge onto the IO, but does end up stopping it. Picks up an arcane rune, and they're switching lanes again. So
Yeah, and that's a great job.
with the Spectre. That's 2 TPs for the dire side. And
But
just
still-
see Slark.
Still, it's a great job because like Spirit Breaker is dying now, but still he didn't use the TP. No, he lives, and yeah, and Spectre is farming. That's the main thing. Spectre is not dying; she is farming.
Yeah, and that's kind of what they wanted. So it's nice for them to do the dodgy thing. Make sure that the Spectre gets some last hits. Make sure that it doesn't get too well contested. Not exactly sure if the Spectre has been underneath the tower before. Those were some questionable last hit misses.
And we see a gank from Wisp and CK, but Spectre dodges decently. Oh, now they go on
Slow
Wisp.
onto the IO, right clicks from the Spectre, and if he just gets this guy alone, one more right click should do it. TP in from the Vengeful
That
Spirit.
was big
A
place.
lot of damage going on to this Disruptor. Vengeful Spirit just coming in.
And
Throws
he
out the
dies.
stun, one more right click would pick up the first blood. CK doesn't have any mana right now. So yeah, first blood going the way. And TP's again downstairs, Spectre's there, Cow charging top. Switcheroo will keep going until the Spectre has what he wants. Lich died, so he has to TP anyway, so he just decides to switch the lane instead.
And Space Cow coming in. And come on, 17%. No.
Double damage being picked up by the T8. But there's a lot of things going on.
Oh, she can kill.
Yeah, that's the end of your refraction charges. One more right click should do it. Nope.
No.
Uphill miss by the Invoker. Made it so he should
Yeah,
die.
but she had heals, so she wouldn't die definitely if she would like decent on her reactions. So yeah, and we see like Templar and Invoker going fairly even in CS, and followed by Slark, Spectre, Invoker, and Templar are even. Everyone is even on the CS, followed by CK and Space Cow.
All in all, most of the CS is pretty even.
Yeah,
Just
man.
gonna have to.
Wanted to ask you, what do you think about the game? How it will develop? It will be a 40-minute late game, or
No.
No?
This is definitely a game that's most likely going to be running into about the 30-minute mark. So not extreme late game, but I'm expecting the Slark to like a lot more pressure coming out from Shift than the lineup of the Dar of Unknown can handle. They have very defensive. They have defensive support in the Lich, but which they need because of the Spectre taking some time to get online. But I'm not sure if they can get enough time for the Spectre to actually be able to do that much, like do exactly what they need him to do. That's kind of the thing.
Yep. And what builds? Let's talk about a bit builds. So I think first of all that Templar Assassin needs BKB as fast as possible, because
Oh yeah, definitely, because otherwise the refraction just get purged by the Invoker Tornado
yeah, and maybe
and all the
s-
stuns, obviously.
yeah, maybe skip the dagger and just go like maybe drums, BKB, Desolator, something like that. Cause like you will get initiated on like you have the enemy team has two melee cores and they will go like into you. So I don't see the dagger for the initiation. First you have a disruptor and spirit breaker, so disruptor can how is it called, glimpse. Yeah, guys in the chat, sorry about the mouse. I will try not to go so crazy about it. Definitely. So yeah, sorry again about that, and we are going. So yeah, guys, let's see a great game. Okay,
so
one.
jumping back, pause comes out. I'm not exactly sure why. As a go was called and was replied to.
Yeah,
There's
bottom.
something going on right there. Glimpse onto the ventral spirit will catch him outside. The Slark is already there in his face. Jumps to the disruptor, should get an easy kill. That's a 1-for-1 trade. Slark should be looking for more. Throws out a skill, but might end up getting blocked. No. Fortunately for him, he can't get back past that range creep. If the Spectre didn't go as far back as he did, then that range creep could have actually potentially blocked the space there. Speaking of space, Space Cow is charging mid. It's being pinged out, so Invoker just runs back. Has a tornado ready, so I'm not exactly sure if he wants to pursue this. He sees him, doesn't get it out in time, does end up throwing the combination now.
This was a bait.
Snap,
This was a
should
bait.
be able to pick that one up, but luckily for the Cow, there was a creep wave just entering the tower, so he didn't get tower aggro, because that would have been lethal damage. It wasn't really that smart. No,
Not cancelling
if Invoker
it.
was just slightly earlier, you could have had the combination off beforehand, get him into that tier 2. Then again, it's fine the way it was handled right now.
Well,
Rotation back up top, Disruptor going into the back, stun, 4-second stun onto the Spectre. Not really that much the CK can do about it.
no. And the Disruptor or Lich should stack for TA, the camps, or the Ancients. Cause TA, it's like, it's already 6-7 minutes in, and TA has not a single Ancient pull, like double spawn. And CK goes on Spectre, stuns 3 seconds, and Spectre dead.
He was there, some extra right clicks. Cooldown on the stun is about 3 seconds, should have the mana because of the IO2. One stun goes out, one right click will take him out.
Lol.
It's another kill for the IO. Ping's coming out to watch that spirit break. He looks to be somewhat AFK. IO runs in, places that ward. Which should be able to spot the camps now. Meanwhile, mid lane, EMP gets thrown out onto the TA, loses all her mana. And Slark is busy farming bot lane.
Yeah, and successful ganking coming out from the guys from Shift.
Yeah, Slark doesn't really care. Slark is level 6. All he needs to do is disappear into the fog for about 3 seconds and he's full HP again.
And Vengeful Spirit killing Spirit Breaker.
Yeah, so a nice little dive there on top. I was behind the tower, just TP's back on. Spectre tries to farm the bot lane now instead. Will eat some right clicks if he just stands for half a second, losing not only his damage but also some of his health and mana with that essence shift. Meanwhile, up on top lane, Vengeful just pulls the lane to make sure that the CK can take out this tower easily with Merc's creeper.
And Templar Assassin is going top with the
Yeah.
Invis Rune and Space Cow charging. Oh, it's a kill.
One more right click should do the trick. That's the tower down. But
And
the
CK
case as
dead.
well. They should be looking to kill this one as well pretty easily.
Nice gank.
That's a nice little double kill for the TA. Invoker rotating towards top. Not sure what he wants to do here right now. He's also being spotted by this lane ward they have placed down. Meanwhile, up on bot lane, Io runs in onto the Spectre, onto the Slark, going for the Spectre. Leap just short. Almost clipped the Spectre there. The Spectre managed to get out just in time. But then again, like Slark is just farming it up. The TA is on top of the net worth right now. It's luckily so. Double kill really helped.
Yeah, with
So
the
you're gonna need him
network.
to get a bit bigger. Disruptor takes a 4-second stun to the face. And with the long glimpse that makes it so he survives. But Spectre just uses ultimate to try and get away from bottom. Teleported him mid to the Chaos Knight, who is then just underneath the tower because of the glimpse, and that ended Spectre's life.
And this CK is doing a hell of a lot of damage.
Yeah, so a nice rotation towards bottom, where 3 players are trying to take out the tower, and the enemy team is looking to stop it. TA's room is going to be determining what will happen. It's going to be a nice little arcane room.
Lich dead bottom. Oh, great ultimate coming out
Great
from
ultimate.
Lich.
Kills off 1. Slark is pretty low. But TA should be able to right click this IO down. Doesn't just get to the low ground because the Slark was just a bit too close to the edge there. So 2 more right clicks is another nice good kill for the TA. Meanwhile, up on top lane, another stun goes out.
Oh my
Expect
god,
a
the
nice
damage.
crit there with the Reality Rift. So much damage. Like
It's
a
a lot of
6-second
damage.
cooldown. There's so much harassment with that skill. Charge does come out. Slight chase from the Disruptor, but he doesn't have a level 3 glitch, so take him back. If he doesn't watch out, he's going to get something in his face. Charge gets stopped as they did spot the Invoker on the low ground, as well as the heroes on the ward itself.
So top lane. Like fight will the Dire team will avoid the fight, but now they can fight. And the Dire team should only fight when Spectre has the ultimate, and Slark will kill her.
There's 2 seconds on the mill. Does he get it off in time? He doesn't get hit by enough of the Dark Pack. Now he just has to guess.
He knows. He knows.
He knows he's there.
You know why?
Barely misses.
You know why?
He's charged up.
'Cause he
Doesn't
didn't-
realize that the Templar actually moved, which is doing pretty well. And now the Spectral comes in, 1 right click, 1 blast. The charge will make sure that they know he's there.
Templar will die now.
Go relocate on the IO, the heal coming out, the CK is in his face, Spirit Breaker ulti gets interrupted, Invoker TP's in, has the Tornado in about 1 second, doesn't have to throw it out, but does end up throwing it out to try and clip the TA, which he does hit, and that will end his life. Triple kill going away with the Invoker.
That was
Very nicely
a
done. It's
nice
almost
performance.
complete working right now. Just needs the final risk. So that's also an easy tier 2 tower, tier 1 tower, my bad. Spectre finished an urn, but that's basically what he has. It's pretty low on the net worth, 2.6k to his name. Next up on his team is 5k on the TA. The enemy team has 2 5,000 and 1 on 4,200. So there's already a slight lead of about 5,000 gold. Nice little melt hit. Does end up going down because he gets stunned. Cow does end up charging in. Lich ulti bounces around as well as the Disruptor ulti doesn't actually finish anyone off until the Spirit Breaker finally catches out the IO. Slark just rings around the Rosie, runs around the fog a bit, trying to get some extra health to jump back onto this cow. Does end up getting in. The Wave of Terror actually finish off the Lich in the woods. It's a 3-for-1 engagement. Going to the wave of shift play.
And mistake made by TA. Spectre had no ultimate, and TA just made a mistake tipping in there when she had no backup from her team. That was a mistake, and the team could not back up TA because of the tornado. So a great move from Invoker, like reading 2 steps ahead.
Yes, little snakes were made.
Yep.
Meanwhile, Invoker trying to take out the tower.
TA dead.
Vengeful to prevent the deny. Ian Pig takes out all the mana from the TA. A nice tornado comes in. Relocate onto the Disruptor. That should be the end of him. He did get glimpsed back on the Slark, but that doesn't really prevent him from dying. Io just TP's back. Vengel's now in the tower trying to get that Spectre. But there's no help coming up from the Invoker because he just doesn't have any spells and he's just too low to actually start working.
And yeah, if I check the graphs, the Radiant team is already leading in 7k plus net worth and 5k plus experience. So yeah, Invoker finished his Orchid, and yeah, the Dire team needs a small gank on a core hero. And yeah, we see action in the dire
Things
woods.
come out from the Slark because obviously his ult doesn't work, so he knows there's vision. That being said, that not turning on means that the charge is incoming. Vengeful Spirit swaps out the Disruptor and tries to get it. Now they're on the retreat. Ult comes out from both the Spirit Break as well as the Disruptor, keeping it inside there. And that's a nice little pick off. Now going on to the Vengeful Spirit, managed to blow him up. The Spirit Breaker does end up going down. Invoker shows his face. Might go down to this next glimpse. Blast does get glimpsed easily in this. Sentry gets placed really quickly. Didn't get rid of it in time. So that's the Lich going down. TA will not have any way of escaping. It's triple kill already. Ultra kill now.
GG.
Crush. And now they pick up that last sentry. Nice little fight there. Lots of gold going to the way of the CK.
Man, like, great kiting. Great kiting. That's the word. Like, really great splitting off the enemy's team's damage.
Yeah,
Like,
knowing exactly when to back off and when to initiate.
Yeah.
That's one way to win team fights. Is know exactly when you can go and when you can't. Meanwhile, like there's a TP towards mid, it's one kill with the IO relocate, and should be going back. Ends up getting glimpsed in the last second, very nicely timed. Does end up picking off the IO.
well, it's worth for a Spectre.
It's worth it because you just took out the Spectre, who only has a burn. Boots and runs the Magi. So that's the end of the Lich again. Nice little right clicks by the Invoker. It's quite a bit of damage, about 200 damage. Now picks up a Blink as well. Already has some dust ready, just in case the TA wants to show her face again. But with the Slark also having a Shadow Blade, Chaos Knight building into what looks to be most likely a Halberd, it's pretty easy. Like the Alacrity on the Chaos Knight does quite a bit of damage. His ult is down, so we can't use that to push, but don't think there's that much that the Parasite can do to stop it.
Well, and Spectre is 0-5 and the Dire team has a lot of problems and the, like, well, I don't like how the network looks. And yeah, TA at one moment TA was really going good, but then she really fall off, and it's 20
Things
minutes
coming
in.
out from the Disruptor, realizing they're on a rush, but there's not really that much they can do to stop it. With the Vengeful Spirit having both a medallion as well as obviously a max level Wave of Terror. -6 armor, minus another 7. It's quite a bit if you only have 9 armor to start with. Meanwhile, pings come out showing they know that the Templar Assassin is somewhere around there. Does end up being able to walk away.
And Spectre can die now. No, she's
Yeah,
lucky.
Spectre's dagger path actually showed on. Oh wait, no, that's a TA trap. That's his.
Oh, so Wisp can kill Spectre.
Yeah, Wisp is going in
And
front.
he will.
Blinks, and the Wisp ball, the tether
Oh my god, the
balls with the urn actually took out the Spectre. Nice little kill there by the Eye.
Man, the IO is like topping Spectre 1k net worth wise.
Yeah, the only one that's actually like ahead of some of the rated heroes is the TA, who's on about 6.6k, about 2k ahead of the IO. Which is not something you want the caster to say, being the core being 2,000 ahead of the IO, unless it's 5 minutes into the game, something like that. 18 minutes, it's gonna be a quick one.
Yep. Well, now we wait for a miracle like last game. Well, Lich
That's
dead.
initiation, that's the end of the Lich.
And that's a tier 3 tower going
Ult
down.
comes out from the CK, creates 2 phantom, creates 2 illusions, doesn't get the extra proc, which would have been nice, but it's still enough to take out the tower. Now they're going for the racks, there shouldn't really be that much to contest. Blink forward, nice instant ice roll. There's nothing that this guy can do. Now they're on the TA, stun already going up. And that's the end of that one. Double kill, godlike, monster
GG.
kill, double kill. Good game is called. 19 minutes in. Celebratory swap by the Vengeful Spirit. So that's game one. Going to the way of Shift Blade Eagles. Very dominant performance.